Sierra Leone's ever-growing youthful population still continues to grapple with high rates of unemployment and other challenges. Despite the enormous challenges, young people are still working on realizing their potential. With emerging entrepreneurs and innovators, Youth Encounter on Star Television and Radio is a program that showcases successful young people, discuss the challenges, and provide recommendations. Join Mohammed Basiru Sanusi PM. It's Youth Encounter on Star TV on Channel 21.
Yes, Famul, Nasoaga, welcome now to another edition of Youth Encounter. It comes to you live on Star TV on Channel 21. We broadcast live from Media One Center Studios, now 3 Master Book Face inside Freetown and online now www.starradiosl.com. Me on a presenter, Mohamed Basiru Sanusi. And we create talk until you say, you know, go blow your nose, and the same time you want for whistle. Inside the encounter today, I get some different young people and we can discuss various discussion at the program. For sake of that, I get Aissatou Harrison, we are the founder and the creative director for Izelia Fashion. And we want to see in what we're going to do inside Gara Tie-Dyeing and for empower young people in terms of skills development and all. Madam Izelia, I want to say thank you and for getting at the encounter for the very first time. How you look like to make your appearance?
Thank you so much, Bash. And I'm honored for the, meeting at this afternoon. It was okay getting here.
Okay.
Yes, very pleased to be here.
Thank you, and I know you get a wonderful time for tell you more about your work, tell you about you as a way of motivation so that you team out there.
Absolutely.
And I also get the studios, the current executive director for the National Youth Service, we in Onana Jallo. And don't come here as the deputy, and today they come here as our executive director. Onana, one for tell you thank you for come always in the past, and now you get the main seat for the guy who will go before. Congratulations, and happy for getting an encounter again.
Thank you very much, Bashir, and thank you for having me.
We encourage, and one thing we will take away from you. I can vividly recall, even when we go at the National Youth Service, it when a blessing to the country from the Act of 2016, but it came to reality last year. We see the role you on the play. You come in the studio every time, you're more than willing. How you look like for you now being at the driving seat?
Not a very big challenge, but a challenge we are prepared for, and a challenge we are there up to. And I challenge what I believe I able someone. So not just the same, the same Onana in a different capacity, but ready for do the job assiduously. I'll bring you back and know how we other cops and they do so far and the plans for them. I also get now the studios today, a brother and a good friend. We've been into the hip hop life for a very long time, and in transformation now be a big news on the social media for a very long time. It's out of the country right now, but it come on back for can continue for motivate we with the message of Islam. And when you talk about Roy in the back days, see that somebody will rap, and you're always ready for face the battle from the Black Leo days. They come here as a transformed young person, so go shine lights on them. Roy, we want to tell you thank you for joining me inside the encounter.
Assalamu alaikum rahmatullahi ta'ala barakatuh. My brother Bash, my hero, Sierra Leone superstar Bash. Alhamdulillah, I'm so honored, and much love to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And I want to thank you. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala increase you beyond an expectations. I need to reintroduce myself.
Okay.
Well, this now my brother, now my Pekin, now my cousin, howsoever, Roy, the former people they say Viper of Black Leo Records. Much love to all my brothers them out there, and to all my brothers them where they do things like in different sects of the country. Recently, since I come, I see a whole lot of changes to my brother them, put a lot of enthusiasm on their work, brother than our street, that they try to get better, take the game, get themselves and coach themselves. Alhamdulillah. So I never thought like I would be like this. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala say, Qala rabbu da'uni astajib lakum. He say, if you call on to me, like, I answer. So like people like they're shocked, like Lloyd the old rapper.
Lloyd the hip hopper, we ready for give people in battle all the time. Beef songs and all.
And I tell now. Like, alhamdulillah, like peace and love to all my fans them. Why be they say, unalo go show out there, unalo go so, unalo go yanda, we get show yanda, we get meeting the fans, I mean the loyal ones, the loyal Black Leo fans, like the real ones, my friends them from school days, you know, Albert's Academy, the Reginius Veritati, all my brothers them, you know, I can't name, it's a whole lot of us. Like
You get a lot for. I'll bring you back, Roy. Let's just welcome at the studio Samuel Yemekuruma. We are the program's coordinator for DJ, the Zane Foundation. They can talk about sanitary part, but this time around I differ. Not only what you will use one time and left hand. Back in the days, people not agree for talk about time, so we get a lot of mistake as some picking mess and they go to school again. A lot of female youth tend to drop out. When you talk about female youth, and the vast national youth policy, now man and woman age 15 or that of 35. I think the help there, everybody help me out. Yeah, man, one more tell you thank you, you take the bold step for support this cause. I look like for you for the past message with you now, man.
I think say I'm honored, first of all, for let you host me and for giving me this opportunity for that I can talk about my innovation and my idea about reusable sanitary pads. I think for being a Sierra Leone something we new, but other parts them in Africa you know new. And we don't see the challenge we got picking them don't get. And one part of the challenge we don't get now hygiene and sanitation at school. We don't make so many picking them don't they drop out of school and don't they affect them in terms of gender parity and gender empowerment. So we come with this reusable sanitary pad for ensure that girl picking them for going to school and nothing enough for stop them. Like most times when they can see their menstrual cycle, they not can go to school because of how they can feel around. Sometimes the place not too conducive for them, so they can prefer staying at us. And if you check them, last say at least 4 times in a month, then they miss school. When you check a whole year or something like a month, they know they go school. With that get a devastating.
And most times they say a crucial time then doing exams.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
in the menstruation.
Most times they are doing exams, it affect them. That's the one that we're in urban areas. I think about the one that we're in rural areas. We not even get money for get the other sanitary pads. Where sometimes they can get the money, they don't even access them because of waiting. They don't get pharmacies, they don't get site for get them. But with these reusable sanitary pads, when you then get them, when you use them, you wash them, you dry them, you don't use them back.
A simple partnership will make the dream big. That's why we get the director here and in the communicate direct with the minister and that of the commissioner. This is a youth encounter. It comes to you live on the Star TV on Channel 21. You will send me your message to the number 031 045 068. 031 045 068. Carry on for the week and get the very best of what we get for now this evening.
Sierra Leone's ever-growing youthful population still continues to grapple with high rates of unemployment and other challenges. Despite the enormous challenges, young people are still working on realizing their potential. With emerging entrepreneurs and innovators, Youth Encounter on Star Television and Radio is a program that showcases successful young people, discuss the challenges, and provide recommendations. Join Mohammed Basiru Sanusi PM. It's Youth Encounter on Star TV on Channel 21.
Yes, Famul, welcome back. You're still about Youth Encounter and you come to you live on Star TV on Channel 21. And we create and say, you know, go blow your nose and the same time you want for whistle. We'll start a discussion this evening time with Onana Jello, we Executive Director, now the National Youth Service. Onana, the whole idea about the National Youth Service now we started, now the region. I can give you a call from the military Magai history, but we late. Nigeria, Ghana and all start before you. In 2016, we still get the whole act, but it came into reality when Una come around. How it look like for put all that idea there and put them into a reality?
Yeah, well, like I said on my premise, it be very challenging, and it's still challenging because something will further happen, imagine, from 1961. You know, I keep reminding people, this not being a post-independence package. You know, the forefathers, then maybe they think about independence, but they remember say, as soon as we come under with man them, and then see how we do for young people them. And imagine how long this for don't take and wait for don't achieve by now. Just like what they say. In fact, my study don't now assure me say Nigeria they will be say so old in them, other countries then they were far older and very successful in the National Youth Service. So as a country we did bien, but I'm very honored, you know, like when you get a panel of this nature, you got a young woman like this, get in own thing what they do. We get a young brother. We get something we don't think about the one for bring to Sierra Leone. We get Roy, we don't transform into something else, I think that these young people for they think about. This is not the whole dream about the National Youth Service. Not so just for the graduates. We want to take National Youth Service gradually from even the graduates, too much from the graduates, and calm down and think about the one that we're not able to make to university. Because imagine, the way I this woman they train so, what's going to become of them after the training? They're going to begin employ graduates them. If they take her very serious, she might now tell you how many graduates he get now in office where he go not employ. Because he go need an accountant. Would that go be accountant for her? Now graduate. He go need an admin officer. Would that go be? So I keep telling people, if we get National Youth Service correct, trust me, people feel say no they able to go university, now they go begin employ university graduates them. So what will be done they do, as you know, we be done test them with the university graduates. We don't do the first 200. Well, we get for do another 500. That begin hit you on the and they want them. So Lord prepare. You know how the 200 will look like. You know how challenging it was. But then we get for do another 500 of university graduates. But that make viewers them be much more excited. We now want for review the NYS Act. In as much as it began in 2016, the president what we get now, we can implement them in 2018, always tell we say, I don't do very well. This 200 on a test so, it's fine. But let me challenge you. If you do studies with other countries, when I go realize say this thing can go beyond how una see am. It go beyond this 2016 act. It always don't tell we say una review this act and see how it go look like. Because to me and to Ram, I'm sure, if we really care about young people, we just need for forget slightly or pull some way attention from the one the way na university graduates them and can down to the bulk of the one the way not able to make to university. Bash, me and you know say small arithmetic, Lord do small arithmetic. We will learn book plus the one that we currently learn book plus the one that we get for learn book not ever go equal to the one that we not able to make to university. That's just normal. Yeah? The free education in one for Baker now a little more worse if we not be careful. And that's where the National Youth Service needs to intervene instanter. Free education now from pre-primary, primary, secondary to first was. That's where it's going to stop. And not tell me say the one that we not go pass now full and full. Not forget say there are passes but there are requirements to university.
You can basically you need more time and you have to go to the TV.
Exactly. Some can even pass. Some can pass. The requirements you know they get. I go study mathematics in college. I pass all my subjects them, but I get 6 or 7 for mathematics. The department mathematics want 4 or better. Or I go study English language. They want 3 or better in English. But I get 6 for English. Not me say I fail, I pass. But I don't go get the requirements when they can go university. What's going to become of them? And not tell me say because they don't get money for pay for themselves, they're not serious. They are serious. What to attract them to the education? First of all, now the free education. Some man don't give up. Some man don't say, I know they go school again. But the free education now say, oh, can't go back school, you know they buy books, you know they buy, so that don't bring and come. The way can not pass, what's going to become of them? So the review all they think about, even though we believe so we'll get for come and share them with brother young man them and young girl them. We just believe say, therefore understand say, we forgot to them 1 year, we're not able to make it to university. Because
and this don't be the call. The last time we were talking to people will graduate and all, and even the results, when I look for the best results, people
very best.
Not survive.
Exactly.
And the people will be get 1-1, still they compete among themselves and end up for take 200.
Exactly.
What would they expect for see inside the review?
The review, they still maintain the university graduates, but we work collaboratively right now with the Ministry of Tertiary Education. We also too believe say because now the government flagship program, President want for give university students a loan. Alright? So we still believe say they will come back and can serve. They will come back and can serve their countries after the loan. That could even be a way of repaying part of the loan them. Yeah. Fine. But we still believe say if we forget about them wire post-university, that's why we're not able to make it to university. If we forget about them, now lip service with the people.
You don't like. I'll bring you back, Onana, and look at how we do the first ceremony because I'll be there from the starting of the process to graduation, even in second when they get from the military, and I'll be a different one.
Yeah.
And the 1 year service and the stipend, which I care about more. I'll bring you again, Madam Izilia. The entire dream. I know wake up one morning, you say, okay, I want for empower.
Yeah.
You don't get time for day abroad, you come back home. You know, left on social media, they go and say salon this, salon that. You come and can play impact. Look at you all so far, and now we don't the benefit as young people.
Isilia as a whole, Isilia na a brand where I start na London, very young, about 7 years ago. But as you say, when I started Isilia, I started it with a dream. And when I started Isilia, I not just wake up one day and decide to say, oh, I start Isilia. Isilia, I would say Isilia don't day in the making, but not with the brand Isilia. Me mommy, me grandma start tie-dye in 1955. And then my mama joined the tie-dye family in the 70s. So me happen for go abroad and then don't go, learn and do. I did my masters before I go back into fashion. Coming back into fashion, I go into fashion college. But whilst I study, for my fashion degree, I go into like a development institute where na hands-on training then they give you, and then they not to just for graduates. So you go to college and then you get you sort of theoretical part of the trading.
Yeah.
But then you come on at college now, you need the practical. And so for me, it been useful because this is where I go back for go do fashion. Even though I was, I'm self-taught because my mama don't they do, sewing, they been getting hand machine. And so I don't they watch and they do all of this growing up. I've been get for go back into like, okay, now I'm at college. But I there at an age where I not get the time for begin go college where I don't I begin go. So I do simultaneously. I go into this sort of creative school way na development training, hands-on training. So whilst I do the theory, I also learn like for use the sewing machine, for cut pattern, for quality control. And so by the time when I graduate, I then able for don't get the basic skills for me for able for start me own business. And when I start the brand Izelia, everything where I've been to do, now me self been the makeup. I they go sell na market, wait till we call na like them markets there, na Sunday market we call. I get a market with like Spitalfields market. I begin go sell there. And slowly, I develop the brand, and now in 2019, we get store. We kind of store na London, and now I don't open a showroom na Freetown. And now I did do the same developmental training way I do na London. I find I'm very, very useful. It'll create jobs. But most importantly, we they target young people them where just like the director been they say, not to everybody able for go up to university level, not to everybody educated, and the hands-on training where like we will begin for provide it not necessarily means say you even need for get qualification or you get an education. If you're not young people, we they target women there, we they target young people when they can we they learn them for say how for start for use machine. Once you understand the machine, you're able to control the machine. We now begin for teach you how to do basic stitching, and we begin for teach you pattern cutting, and all of this. You don't necessarily need for get a qualification before you can start.
Most of all, you don't get the fashion and stay focused.
Absolutely,
Okay.
we want you to get the passion for learn something, and there's so many people in the country, especially young people, we want to do something, but they for let them do. And with the Gara now, we're able to teach people how to do Gara. So if we're able to teach them, the skills for make Gara, and then able for teach them for make different things, then we're not so just the clothes for like we wear. There's so many other things they can able for do, when they can able for start, then your little trade. As how me start, with me own experience, not so because I go up to university and get a master's, make I get Izelia today. Now because I apply myself, and I've been want for do this as a business. I want for do this because now that I grow up, they see me they do. And I think we get Garan as something within our heritage. Garan as something where we self can able for put so much value on and able for get people
As soon as they see and go identify, just like how we
Absolutely.
identify the Nigerians, they want to see
Absolutely.
their brother and
And we
this
get
one
that
Nigeria.
we need for like begin put a mark on with your local heritage. We need for begin put a mark, but we're not able for do that. On me, I can't do them. I get the skills, I get the passion, I get the willingness, and for me coming back home, that is why I'm here.
For transfer knowledge and
transfer
collective
that knowledge,
responsibility.
and then we able to gather all we people and we don't they make the Gara, back in whatever how many years it don't take there. We all organize, come together and teach young people them not to just for sabi the Gara, but also how they for market the Gara.
Before I go to Yemen, one thing, what do you want to keep you going? Because you tell me say you go sell in the markets in London.
Yes.
I know what you party then go to say.
Absolutely.
Because then go in all the top class hotels.
Oh, yes.
Then at
Yes.
the basic restaurant, they get some good time.
Oh, yes.
But still you need to go to the market and get a water. What do you want to keep you going over the years?
When I started Izelia, and I can tell you for free, even my husband, because I've been get a corporate job. Are they, in a corporate institution where they pay me a lot of money, but then that wasn't what I enjoyed doing. I've been want for do something with waiting I don't learn and don't see my mama they do from where they grew up, me granny don't they do. So for me, tie-dye now like a 3-generational thing since the 50s. And when I start, I've been get a plan, but even my husband thinks say, Are you crazy? Why would you have a master's and then decide for go begin to sell, na market? But I had to start somewhere. I've been get a plan. I've been need for start some side way. The first day, I been tell a friend the other day, the first day where I make something, I'd literally make a top with, just like the elastic off shoulder thing, just for a try. I can't go na the market, Spitalfields market, and then buy that top there. I was like, oh my God, I can actually make something
money don't begin coming inside
when
this
person
car.
can buy. And then the following day, because they do like a Saturday and Sunday, I go back home. I've been get a lot of like cutting and then tie dye wey my been don't send for me. I made like 3 different. I do like patchwork. I put them together. I can go. All 3 sold the Sunday, and then I begin for believe say, wow, this can happen.
If we make 1,000 all
Yes, but then a lot of people let me feel say I was mental. Like, how crazy can you be? But how many years down the line we get with Superstar in London, and now we get a place in Africa.
And I know some of them go to company you can't employ them, but they are
Absolutely,
I'll bring them back, and
absolutely.
then I see, and they get Isilia, and they get a big fashion brand. What about you, Yemi? We'll talk about this reusable part, and when you talk about then in the past days, the media have not one for talking. But when we do several media together with BBC, they tell you say you call things by the name, that's so you go solve them. How would I want for use the approach and the stage one are they now?
Well, basically, we just start 6 months ago in with production. We want for ensure that we able reach the provincial areas, for ensure that we reach people in the remote areas. That's now one. We know for make me involve money because we use material, a wax cotton, and also we get tailor them. We then get for do the design, then we actually give them out. The foundation basically we intention for me give them out free, right? But as of now we not get the support where we need for we will make large quantity so we will distribute them and everybody get them. One thing we bring up this particular idea, DJ Design Foundation, we then engage in so many activities in terms of supporting girls' education. We don't give scholarship, we don't give learning materials them over the years. But we thought say yes, we did do all the things that yet still girls and they face so many challenges. So we think quietly and look at what are some of the issues them where they make girl picking them drop out of school, right? We not just look at okay now they don't sit down us out us waiting at the reason. So one point then where we found out based on the research what we do hygiene and sanitation at schools. We engage several schools them. We look at the toilet facilities. We look at the accessibility of sanitary pads in school and also engage the picking them for make them tell we. And one of the reasons them say when in the kind of school, first of all, even then colleagues them and boy picking them as well, then they stigmatize against them. And some not able to afford for even get the pad. So this we see them say, okay, well this is a major challenge, a major concern, in as much as we want for promote girls' education. But if we say we just depend on giving them scholarship, giving them the learning materials, it's not going to be sustainable because them can get them. But when they reach that particular stage, when they see the menstrual cycle, what they happen? Then go get the book, then go get it back, everything will be there for them, but then go stay because of waiting, hygiene and sanitation. So now that lead we follow, we come up with this idea for ensure say then continue for go school and everything be available for
I want to have us think in the partnership. We talk about the 17 goals now they talk about partnership and they say upon that go make all the goals and come to light and by 2030 we'll get a safe world for we all. I want to have for collaborate people and for help una in terms of pushing this entire idea go before.
Well, I think say we not only depend on talk. We believe say now the way of the world you get for write something for convince people that this now one for do and if I do this now this I go get for achieve at the end of the day. I think say we then develop a concept, we then write concept notes and also we then send out partnership letters to various institutions for see how they will buy this idea. We also again meeting with the Minister of Social Welfare on the 18th. We instead of them buy this idea, we also engage individual philanthropists them where the cost is 5,000 for one. Imagine you support a girl with 4. That will take them for a very long time. And you then help them for make improve himself and for make it get education. So basically we not only engage institutions but we also engage individuals them we get the art of giving. We believe in what they do based on the past activities then. So basically
production wise, when I don't test the part them first, don't know saying okay the best quality because you will say usable, but there are times people use them at a different thing. When we talk about brand and marketing, you for don't test and force and all. How far not reach that stage there?
Yes, we then test them and we then get feedback. Okay, and people really appreciate them. It's really comfortable as I did talk to you. So, and the demand right now we high, even though we production low, because of the resources we involved, the financial resources. You know, that's why I even and get onto you for see how you can create this kind of platform, so people will come on board and see how they will support this initiative, so that we're able for each. Imagine now rain season, in terms of disposal, we dey see wetin dey happened. We talk about flooding. Sometimes even the way they use flush, you dispose the use the other sanitary pads there. Wetin can happen? They block the hole. With that said, they affect the environment. And sometimes even when they dispose them just like that, it affects the environment as well. We go turn back to the people in that particular community there.
I'll bring him back. In him, Nayemen, get this good idea. Let's just come over to MC Roy. Roy, I vividly recall school days and when you move on to the Black Clear and all. You know, I'm supposed to, you know, we take knock. We didn't say the knock Roy and all. And we then touch crowd, you know, by then you respond. You know, I can vividly recall you make hip hop be lively. And almost every day, from east to west, so you will see going at every junction they give freestyle. I'm taking you back to your days for raise you in a core and see the stage where you do now. When you travel, some of we be surprised, but we know, say, as you rightly say, now the will of the maker. Tell us something about your journey and the eye to you this one now. Why you're back home?
Yeah, alhamdulillah, say plenty shukr to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the great Allah, the beneficent, the merciful, the God of all the kings and the oceans, the valleys, like Professor Bash, just like I tell you, like I never thought like I would be like this. Like no secret over the reality of life. I'm talking about the short living and the art and the long living inside the grave. Regardless what you do, if you don't put God first, you get lost. Like, I may be successful in my music career, but that was not my real success. The success, how you see me now. This is what, like, God, Allah, really wants me to be. And I can't escape this. If back in the days, I tell you about 15, 16, 17 years ago, before I was in Black Leo, before I get signed in Black Leo, I was the first, like, start to do freestyle rap in a salon. Like, just think, spit, brothers, and just like that. So, I was gifted. The secret over this, I was gifted. I don't be ever get talent. I can still rap now. I can still rap while weak.
Okay.
Because where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bring you close to something that He said, I want you in this portion. I want you in this way. I want you to be this way. Regardless, you will never escape that. I'm not like in the outside watching in. Like, if back in the days in a salon, because right now the music, everything, it's mashallah. But like, me on days, the music be they go so gravy. Like, I don't be the fight fear. I don't be the scared on anything. Like, I be put me heart into that. Me whole life. Basically, why I tell you, I was gifted. I don't be ever get talent. Because if you get talent, it's two things. You need to work on your talent. If you get gift, just like I said I did so, I can rap. It can come. It's a gift. So you can't compare these two people. People with talent and people with gift. Just like you see my sister they talk, my brother they talk. If you think simultaneously and this brother they talk, people that we get gift into something, as my sister they try to talk about. A motivation we get since young. So it's like a whole scenario change. Allah say, I just use you in the music na salon for let people that know you, so you can come back and talk about me openly. So this not a secret. Allah say, I don't use you into music, Roy, and everybody love me. Out of 100% na salon, if I can say, out of 100%, the people that will hate me, where I don't know, but I can sense them, is about na 5%. Because when I was in the music game, I can go into any clubs, I can go into any area, I can go into any streets, brothers around, I can go into any ghettos, I can go into anywhere in the
And you
country.
prove am because you will get a beef song, but you will get time for move. Right, back to salon, you don't come. How you intend for create change in terms of the life of young people and follow their all the deen together?
Well, it works on the efforts on every individual. Back in the days when I was doing music, well, I still be the pray, but I play with that. Like, I was not praying 5 times a day, and I was born Muslim. You know, wall and salon, you know, religious issues, we don't play with it. Like Allah say, Surah Al-Ghashiyah, فَالذَّكِّرْ إِنَمَا أَنْتَ مُذَّكِّرْ لَسْتَ عَلَيْهِمْ بِمُسَيْطِرٍ. O Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam, your job not for advise people, not to for judge people. Nobody can judge anybody. But may your motivation why they get to brothers that out there. Let brothers that hold on to them prayers. Whatever you they do, you don't go look at to yourself and say, you don't tell why they pray. Ramadan don't pass. How many months? Because I need to count the month them why they pray. Now 5 daily prayers, salah, alhamdulillah. Allah say, Allahumma ya muqalliba qulub sabbit qulubana ala din. God, na the changer of the hearts. Alladhi waswisu fi suduri nas min al jinnati wal nas. So the jinns, the devils, they always whisper to your ears like, I'm busy. I didn't have my job. I didn't work. I don't get time for
Yeah, I was a point tiredness to you, but when you do close to the maker, I got for all you do, Roy, and bring in Onana again. So this is not the studio this will get. You still watch it encounter, they come to you live on the Star TV on channel 21. Send me a message to the number 031 045 068. 031 045 068. Onana, back to you. We'll do the first batch of 200 and then get military training and part of them. We'll see you take the media and every stage will be reached. The vice president said we go, we'll see you side the military coming board. You talk about the stipend, we say it meets up to the minimum wage of over 500,000 euros. When they do follow up, and they go to different provinces where they never go. Like if you didn't have Freetown, then go send you Poloko for go understand. Tell me something about the old package about the National Youth Service.
Yeah, well, we deliberately think they're going to come for 21 days. That's not going to change. Whatever review we'll get, not going to change. Because we believe, say, we need to create some regimentality in people. When my sister they talk, I see why able achieve some of them things here. You know, because in mindset, you know, so focused, we're not lacking virtually in our country. We need to accept them, we need to believe in them, we need to accept, say, there are people or generations that don't in this country we can just sit down and feel say things that will not for happen. How many young women, we will call them slave women now, excuse me for that. How many of them go get mine, so one clothes go snap, they try for selling? No, it's not necessary. So why would they carry on at this camp? Now for go like reorientate them. We dey try for see how we go change their mindset. We agree it's challenging that 21 days is not enough, but we create this stage. After that, like I say, we deploy them at all MDAs we accept we. Yeah? 200. In fact, after the deployment, I begin get calls from other people. Hey, Onana, you not send to me. Oh, I be need 10. In fact, there was a time where Dr. Ali Kaba, when I be Minister of Foreign Affairs, he called me one day and say, look, if I be no in time, I will need 100 of them wire for make them protocols. Na me ministry. Because the one they will send in and then they serve na the protocol department. And they are doing very well. We send some na NRA, na the IT department. They are doing very well. We send some na Rokel Commercial, Sierra Leone Commercial. They are just exceptional. Rokel Commercial, I think they do inter-banking sports or something, or inter-branch sports. The post will get the highest amount of medals. Na I call member. You know? So, this is not the space where we create. We all long cry so many times. Some of you not be fortunate to come out university first degree. We remember who's how they begin. You apply, they say, working experience. So now this space the NYS don't create. We deploy them, we not just left them. We have been monitoring them. As I talk to you, so me team they out. Me na one person will be challenge the media. That's why they go around say,
Yeah.
I am not going to be that boss we sit on our office. Me background very corporate. I come up from NGO. And NGO na like virtually na me own. You understand? So I know what it mean for monitor. My big brother when I be the executive director at the NGO I be work for, he was almost going to die because people that sit on our office, they manufacture reports, they send them to donors. So we know what it mean for let you then a field and see firsthand what thing they happen.
But then can say you as a boss.
Exactly. So I have been around this country. In this short while, I don't go right around Sierra Leone, and I know say all me servicemen and women that deploy. I don't talk to everybody where they work with them. Let them tell me their perception about them. One institution where they always put to esteem, now Yakan. Where we do with second monitoring, where the result then come out. Yakan score me core members then 35%. Where the monitoring director, they give the report, and she was like, now Yakan no more say, we core members they get 35%. I said, that's the reality. That is the exact percentage. Why you want to let them rate them beyond what they not be? You don't see the issues where we put down. Punctuality. We have got other complaints from other institutions where they tell you say, then people are not agree go in our office. They can day 2-3 days they not go. And you want to let him go lie? No. And these are the kind of things we're looking for now the monitoring. But they are all over and they go down in this August.
Let's talk about the stipend. Last week you say you passed minimum wage of 500. You
Yes.
want for your farm the commitment back?
Yeah, we did. And we are still doing. Now 2 months left for law give them stipend no more now. July, August. We don't get a stipend up to June. We have always been that committed to give our stipend. We get challenges with the Ministry of Finance. We all understand why. It's now a revenue-based kind of thing. It's what they raise, it's what they give to us. So, but it has always been collaborative. It has always been partnership. It has always been good relationship. In fact, there has been a time where I don't go right now, Rokel Commercial Bank. I don't engage the MD like me and you to talk to and tell and say, you know what? Ministry of Finance never give me money for pay me core members them. And then our provinces, like how you rightly say, we pull in at the comfort zones. We are born na Makeni, Ukraine na bo. Let go learn the culture. Let go learn and know what's there they do na bo. So if you go back na Makeni, somebody go tell and say Mende my bad, they tell and say no.
Yeah.
I don't deal with the 1 year, they're not bad. No can tell me other thing. We pull Mende man na Kailan, we crank go na Poloko. Then they and they're doing very well. Then they interact. Then they create friends. So I use that always to advocate for them to say, when I give me the money, I go pay them. If you can't give me money to run the NYS, give me the stipend. And I've been paying their stipend. And indeed, it has always been above the minimum wage.
When I come back to it, we look at the 500. Yeah, but I said too again, in line of the next step, we should say you do the Isilia runway.
Yeah.
Everybody support. Me say share the flyer and I'll meet you it.
Yeah.
I share
Thank you.
I share
Thank
until
you.
Kista. I say
Thank
this
you.
idea fine.
It takes a village.
Yes.
It takes a village. So you
So
know.
now look at what next for you. What you the plan now after the runway and you get the showroom at the country now?
So right now we they talk to young people, and after the show, I had so many people we get in touch, and I get few apprentices. Na me place na Aberdeen Road where we dey train. You be amazed if they come. You get for na Aberdeen Road and just see them at work and see waiting they do. Like they say, the young people then sometimes the problem what they get na the attendance, punctuality. Then go don't start fine and then something you just see until like 2 days they not show up. Or when they show up if they're supposed to start
It's a
9
common
o'clock.
excuse.
They
Mama not
show up
be
with
well,
a
Papa not
common
be well.
excuse, or then they come like 11 o'clock. But it takes time, small, as we say, as small encouragement, and then just try for know their strength. So right now, I dey look for passionate young people we want for learn something, we want for learn, and actually, wetin me want for do na for transfer me own skills personally on a personal level. How me start, I want for get at least if not 10 people where they start with, and then we start for do something different things then, so everybody go champion one thing where I go able for teach them waiting for do, and then how them for take that onto like a trading, the trading level. So I transfer exactly how me start and encourage them for do the same thing and go outside, so then go spend like a few days the industrial, like the manufacturing space. I teach them waiting for do, and then encourage them for be creative. We're all creative. We are all every one of
So
us
based on how you apply.
get creativity
Yeah.
inside we. Not just somebody for nurture than they. Some people in natural it can just come out. Some you need for sort of
Nurture.
encourage and small and get them out of them, and then once you're able to get them out of them, you see it just the flow. So I want to get at least 10 people, 10 committed passionate people. You don't need for be creative, you don't need for feel say like asabia for draw, asabia for do this. I just want you for be ready for land. And if we get 10 people where I go work with in the next couple of months, we see what we can do. They will do like 3-4 days the training place na Aberdeen Road, and then we find places where they go with waiting and don't create for try for market.
So you prepare now for the next exhibition.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Over to you, EMA. The current stage one I want for taking. I know that they want the publicity. Some of you they help una now. For country you say you able to use your pad and wash them and use them back. As I tell you, have to call things by the name so the public will understand them, and that go help for grow. How you want to work with the education ministry, because most times when they affect school picking them, especially when at the provinces, even in the capital, water now a challenge. I know some of even the top schools in the country, with all we can bluff doing anniversary foundation and all, we still get water problems. And we upon the old boys and girls for go and address them. How you want to work with the education ministry?
Well, just as I say, we don't extend we hand to them, to the various ministries and MDAs them, and we first respond again from the Ministry of Social Welfare. We, as I say earlier on, we get a meeting with them on the 18th, follow discourse on this, and see how themselves can come on board for support. And we know say the Ministry of Education they get a lot for do, and we also then share the concept with them, and I'm sure when they go to then think over them, then we get for give them a second thought. Notwithstanding that, we want for form school clubs then, forget people then we go serve as champion at the various schools then. As I say, we know they only look at the pad, but we also look at sanitation during this period, how you get for handle yourself. If something like this come up, how you get for address them. So we get for get awareness programs them, we get for going at the various schools them, we go get for build up the capacity. We believe say for rights na paper is very important, but we want for take the drive for right on people's minds. Because we write on people's minds, it left day rather than you write on a paper. As you say, it's very challenging, just as the various speakers didn't say, one for changing mindset. Imagine man like me now for talk about sanitary pads. If you go to certain communities, certain places, then we want for frown out. But all these are social constructs. This now waiting society. We then accept, say no, it will be this way. That's why we come around for change some of them dynamics. Then they say man can talk about them, woman can talk about them. As my sister they say, make her get interested in what they talk about. But some people now just go think it's something only woman they look for. But you also need man them for be part of. When we say we go willing for learn a trade, you understand, which is very important. And we also want for create a safer space for girls them. Honestly, Ambassador, when you turn at this country, go into the remote areas, when you go see the condition of girls them, when you go see the challenges where picking them they go to in terms of education. Honestly, no good.
I got a documentary where I played 6 months ago where Naomi came from Turkey. A key partner one particular province's area. And then the people then say that the first time for them see part of their eye.
Honestly, so just
people get different means of what them using.
And get different means them, where that's not even hygienic to them, where that they affect them. So but if we get this kind of initiative, we get this reusable and sanitary pads, honestly, then we'll be happy, then we'll embrace them. Because this now we own. This not get any effect
and
on
only
them.
for sell the idea more.
Exactly.
We get to be a little time to wrap up the encounter. Over to you, Roy. You're around now. Let's see you and give me what you want to get so far and how you intend for doing. You need to get a whole summit or the same way you use for rap, junction to junction, and the same way you use back for pass the message of Allah.
Well, about the Anashid music, I tell you just now, I say a week about the music, but I still get the gifts, I still they go on. The issue is, one thing I can ask you, what's more better and so sweet than reciting the Quran?
Nothing else.
There is nothing in the earth like you go put and you go wager them in the two scales, way more nice and more sweet and more give you istiham. What do I mean by istiham? Like courage, enthusiasm. Like I prefer being an hafiz of the Quran than I can go back usade. So if I can ask Allah, if He take me life, He go more better than He can me go na the music industry. You understand? Because music, it depends to how you do it. It's a completely way you the feature you can also. The brothers and they do good, mashallah. But the only thing, if you allow you to do music, then you allow the music for kick you out from your prayer. Completely you don't lose. Because you forget, say, the one way they run away from, get the music, get the fame, get the money, and at the same person will get control for getting you risk. The endings, you wealth. No matter how tough you see somebody act, at the end of the day, everybody need God in life. Everybody need Allah, the only God. Whether you be Christian or Muslim, you need God. So at the end of the day, not allow something kick you out from the prayer. Because the mistake what I don't do, I don't want to let them little brothers then do it anymore. I don't want to let them little brothers then when they come up, where it's a whole lot of musicians there now. Because now life we know for pray, say for die by the life, that you go swim by sweat. Because the music, you don't get nothing where you die. You don't get no repercussion where you don't dinner your grave. Allah said, human being at 6 different stages. Where you die, you rose again. You get questions there. What's your goat? Now music you goat, instead of you die with Ashhadu Allah ila illallah wa ashhadu anna Muhammad Rasulullah. So you want to die with music, you rap? No. So the only thing I ask me brothers, and first of all, Lord demolish, Lord take away the ghetto and the streets. The ghettos, like Usaiman and the Sidon and the Geda, a waste of time. Like I talk to the place that we're able to talk to, I don't drive, I go in a whole lot of place. I don't get time for sleep. The brothers then stay away from the ghetto, the streets. It's too much. Change the whole life, change the whole scenario. This now it's a camper. So I get a project where I come up with. We don't need to go to the facts about that. Like try for get the young brothers them who they want to go study overseas. I try for send them. I don't need for call and I don't need for name a whole lot of people them. Try for send you want to go study. You be an Hafiz of the Quran. You be an alim. I can able make a way because the college you say I come over be the study first. Now Malaysia, I get a good connection with the Mudir. I study back now South Africa, Newcastle. I get a new connection with the Mudir. I mean, the people that we connect in the college, in the university, like from, it's a whole more than over 40 years college I tell you about. So people that love me, any south I go, people that hear me story, then shock.
Even you dress. I can only the record happen. We'll just say what's the happen at the inbox. Can you send you message to the number 031 045 068. This one I say MC Roy now Sheikh Mustafa. I'm very happy to see you today. I really admire a young man like you forgetting about entertainment and take the challenge of preaching the words of Allah from Ishmael and Wilkins Cyril. So the message in the inbox here they say, good to hear from my brother Roy in the studio. Honestly, I admire his transformation so much. During my school at St. Edward Secondary School, I used to admire Roy so much as a result of his killing Baz. He used to be an outstanding rapper and all. I come from Mystic of Duazak, now Wireless Texas. I don't want to say, me to go for Nana, you say one for no when forms then go available for the next National Youth Service and one of the criteria. Easily, I want for be part of this youth fashion company and the criteria. The final message I would take now, they come for Yemen and they come over from Sudan. It takes a lot for a man to talk about woman insanity. I wish you all the very best and do ya when I take the campaign to the provinces. Well, these are all we get for today. We'll wrap up now. Nana, you closing cut one for know the criteria. For you, if I want to get back, what you get, and any word of advice to the youth out there?
Yeah, sure. I'm sure, Bash, you need me much more na your studio, you know. For now, we talk about this 500 because the 500 they go alongside the review, you know. So, but for the sake of this roundup, we'll do another 500. This 200 batch they graduate in August, and so we'll do another 500 by mid-November. But what they do is I don't watch all the challenges we'll do the 200. And one amongst them that will not be get enough engagement. I say we, even though I be just joining, I take the responsibility, I take the blame because government or institution are continuity. And so what will not be do well that ending, I be like, will not be make people understand what the National Youth Service they about. Even the one way apply, be just be saying as some normal internship. So man be embarrassed to tell and say, we can go to camp for 21 days. So this time we do thorough engagement first. Yeah, exactly. And when they go, so man see soldier man, I can tell you that very day will reach.
No,
six turn back. They hide. They feel not carry the turn back. How they go, how they not go. The soldier man themselves be very bemused. But anyway, this time we need to make let people really understand what's in a national youth service. It's different from internship. Alright? Before we do the 500, even the forms, where they be used last, why watch through them. Some questions and the way they ask, why she say, they make the people not understand what they be the camper. So we review all the while, working towards that, and make sure say by next month, forms them go there out. Somebody they ask for criteria. You just for this 500, you just for them be a university graduate, a degree university graduate. But for the one that we not go second, we not go college it, let them not engat. Alongside this recruitment, we meet them. Because we want for review the NYS Act and then now we want for
the last time I encourage more women for apply and we'll see the gender parity replay.
Oh, that's us.
Okay, with that?
That's us.
Okay.
Now we first begin give 40% in this country, whilst then they cry for 30%. I still, in fact, this time I they beg the woman they let them apply. Why I be give them 40% now? Because now less of them be apply. This time I want them more of them apply. What we ready for talk about this proper, we get for explain who that they will get for really prioritize, which degrees we really get for prioritize. Because one challenge I get again, deploying them, now the kind causes we then do. I'm not blaming them. Now I make we still talk to the Ministry of Tertiary Education, let them restructure exactly.
So quick one, I also want to go keep in touch with the National Youth Service. And there any as soon as we activate the Facebook, social media, and the office address.
Yes, the Facebook page still they on, very active. We don't come on Robert Street. We now there na 28th off King Hanma Road, just after Ministry of Tourism, that big compound. When one other institution they really fight for that compound, but we are on top of it right now because now they midday. And I'm sure I want for there and that because I want to deal with every youth in Sierra Leone. And if anybody need big space in this country, and obviously anybody need bigger space, which the National Youth Service, where we really want for deal with the young people, where all statistics don't prove say now we boku pass all man at this country.
And now we
unemployed pass all man. And now we not the gateway to everything. So whoever want for work now this country, Ministry of Education now we then they work with. Health now we then they work with. Agriculture now we then they work with. Labor now we then they work with. So let them give that compound local we don't need this no more now. Now 28B off in
I think they will pay extra for this marketing, you know. You know now Onana Jallo and the executive director for National Youth Service. As I told you, we'll go to be closing courtesy and also somebody for keep in touch with Isilia Fashion.
First of all, I want to say thank you to Anana because I've been the one for meet her for a long time. So I know we'll continue this discussion afterwards. Obviously. But yes, definitely a partnership here. Again, to this young man, hats off to you because in subject or topic where they talk about, so not complete taboo. So for me, for say a man, for even talk about what they talk. So I want for continue the discussion with them afterwards. Mm-hmm. There are ways where possibly we can help in terms of, you know, I don't know if you're stitching. I'll let for this continue the discussion and see how. Absolutely.
For make a more salient.
Absolutely.
So I will keep in touch with you as you go.
With the Aberdeen Road, opposite Foodland Supermarket. Okay. 8D Sir Samuel Lewis Road. But you can find we in our social media, Isilia Fashion on Facebook, Isilia Fashion on Instagram, and we website na www.izelia.co.uk. But if you also call we mobile number if you're interested in like the program what they talk about, so you can call we on 076576060.
You want to call the number again?
076576060. You can get in touch on that number there, or stop by na Aberdeen Road. If you know Foodland Supermarket, then literally we're directly opposite Foodland Supermarket, big white building. You know me, Sam.
One more thing, thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me.
Now Isaac Aris and now the founder and creative director for Isilia. Samayeme Kuruma, you go now, we're going to be closing courtesy. And also somebody go partner with them because I see a lot of interest. The one puts garage side there in the pad, and we don't accept go one for use of the opportunity. Exactly. You close your message as we go.
Yes, I think say we for continue for support the young girls, them, adolescents, them, follow we see a better change in our society. And follow we ensure say we create a safer space for girls in schools as well as in community. And one way how we go do that, now for we support them, especially in the area of hygiene and sanitation. We actually then a railway line, number 3 railway line. You can contact us at 078 869545 we doors that opened, we get with Facebook page, we it's Dija Design Foundation. We get with Instagram page as well. We operate on.
Plenty thank you to you. Roy, we to go. I know you want for left foot to short Duau, and when we go for the catch up with you. I know in social media you still maintain the Roy Breams for the people that get close to you.
Yeah.
But that's where they go now.
Yeah, Alhamdulillah. Inshallah, much love to you. First of all, as a brother, Bash, me and you not to party.
Yeah.
We don't ever be party, and I'm proud of you. Like, you did grow every time. I remember like about 5 years ago, 6 years ago, me and Kyle we get to interview. Then tell them be like Kisi Road.
Yeah.
Alhamdulillah. Now see you grow. You know, imagine like I do interview on CNN. So that so started is like CNN, man. You know. So Alhamdulillah. To all my brothers, them anyways. If you're not a musician of the country, the word where I just want to give to all the musicians them now the country is like una not stay away from una prayers. Una they do good. You know, not to everybody allow they call into this life because for you dress like so say you go to shame, say, you know, you left all the baggy jeans and all that. So alhamdulillah, you know, all the Prezzo, Collabo, Caldenero, Emerson, Blueberry, all my brothers them, the producer Nashitu Kulala, I always keep in touch with my brothers. The lay brothers are just day to the salah. Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu asta'inu bi sabri wa salah. Inna Allaha ma'a sabirin. God says seek patience into the prayer and God deal with the people that way patient.
Well, but you thank you, and another social media handles now Roy Breams all about.
Yeah, Roy Breams on Facebook, Instagram. So say short dua, inshallah. So alhamdulillah. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم اللهم لا تداننا ذنبا إلا غفرت ولا آمن إلا فرجت ولا دين إلا قضيت ولا ميتا إلا رحمت ولا مريدا إلا شفيت ولا حاجة من حوائج الدنيا ولا آخرة إلا خريدا إلا قضيت برحمتك يا راحمين اللهم يا مقلب قلوب ثبت قلوبنا لدين اللهم يا مقلب قلوب ثبت قلوبنا لطاعتك اللهم أنت السلام ومنك السلام تباركت يا وجه السلام يا ذا الجلال والإكرام لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له له الملك وله الحمد ويميت ولا كل شيء قدير اللهم أنت ربي لا إله إلا أنت وعليك توكلت وأنت رب العرش العظيم ما شاء الله وكان وما لم يشاء لم يقول ولا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله العلي العظيم فعن الله على كل شيء قدير اللهم إني أعوذ بك من شر نفسي ومن شر كل دابة أنت آخذون من سيئاتها على صراط المستقيم الله لا إله هو الحي القيوم لا تأخذه سنة ولا نوم له ما في السماوات وما في الأرض من ذا الذي يشفع عنده إلا بإذنه يعلم ما بين أيديهم وما خلفهم ولا يحيطون بشيء من علمه إلا بما شاء وسع كرسي السماوات والأرض ولا يؤوده ولا العظيم اللهم صل على محمد وعلى ال محمد كما صليت على ابراهيم وعلى ال ابراهيم في العالمين انك حميد مجيد سبحان ربك رب العزه عما يصفون والسلام على المرسلين الحمد لله رب العالمين. Allah bless Salon and Allah bless all the brothers that will get more initiative and the brother behind the camera. Allah give you more initiative and Bash. Allah elevate your status.
Thank you so much.
And my brothers and my sisters, they all the dream. Let Allah put more barakah in it. Let Allah put more barakah. Let Allah guide we all into anything what they do. Let Allah put blessing into everything.
One more thing, thank you.
Assalamu alaikum rahmatullah.
Well, that's all good bringing the encounter to an end today. And you forget a good vision. I know the space booked for the rest of July and all, but you will send me a message. So the number 031045068. We're not create no time again for celebrate people that will not mediocre them and want to celebrate you if you're into violence. One for China young people who do extremely well and will create change in the country. For second, I want to tell thank you to the rest of the production team and get well soon to somebody very special to we will pray Allah make a recover in health. And to the rest of the production team, thank you, the guys behind the camera, and many thanks to Roy Breeze, many thanks to Yeme, and also to Madam Arisin, and also to Unana. Maybe don't be Unana presenter, Ambassador Bash, and we could don't tell you, so you know, blow your nose, and the same thing you want for Whistle. Watch the broadcast on Sunday from 5 to 6 p.m. Until then, come and watch that TV on Channel 21.
Sierra Leone's ever-growing youthful population still continues to grapple with high rates of unemployment and other challenges. Despite the enormous challenges, young people are still working on realizing their potential. With emerging entrepreneurs and innovators, Youth Encounter on Star Television and Radio is a program that showcases successful young people, discuss the challenges, and provide recommendations. Join Mohammed Basiru Sanusi PM. It's Youth Encounter on Star TV on Channel 21.